Nate here from Nate's Paracord, and I'm going to be showing you how to make a paracord bracelet. And this will be the mostly known as the Cobra bracelet, but it's officially known as the Solomon bar bracelet, but worldwide it's known as the Cobra. So what you will need is all right over here. Now first you'll need the some paracord. You'll need two 5-foot lengths. If you're doing one color, you can just make it one 10-foot length. And then you'll need a cutting tool. Have a knife, scissors work better, and then you'll need a little clasp buckle, and a lighter. So, fire! Okay. So we're gonna get started, and what we'll need to do is we're gonna need to grab our paracord, or one length, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull some of these inner strands out a little bit, and then you're just gonna take your cutting tool and cut them, and then you're gonna pull the sheath back up over so there's no inner strands at the very end right there. And then you're gonna do that. You only need to do that on one side of each pair of cord. So pair of paracord, yep. So you're gonna cut it right here on the other color also. And I missed one. Oops. Come on. There we go. Okay, so then I pull the sheath back up over. So now there's no cords at the very end there. So I'm gonna take the two ends that have no cords. I'm gonna put them side by side, and I'm gonna take my lighter, and I'm going to fuse the ends together. And you don't want it too burnt, but you want it burnt enough. And I'm going to quickly take the ends and press them together. And then get my fingers wet and push the fusing. You want to make sure your fingers are wet, or else it will hurt really, really bad. And there, now these two ropes are fused together. And yeah, so now this is how you do the multicolor. You don't need to do that if you're only doing one color. So now I'm going to pull to the other end of the ropes, and you can see this. So there's some of this gutted over here, and that's fine there. You can cut it off if it's going to get in your way, but I mean, I'll just leave it there, because all it does is take time. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your clasp, and I like to start off with the female side. There's really no side that you have to start off with, but I just do this one for some reason. Yeah, I'm going to cut off the edges of that gray cord, so I'm going to pause the video real quick. Okay, so now that I have these and my buckle, I'm going to take them up through the bottom side of the little area right here, and you want to make sure it's the bottom of it, or else it won't look quite right. So once you get those through there, you just want to pull and pull and pull and pull until you get to this little loop at the end. Now it's a little twisted there, but that's fine, because you can just twist this around. Okay, so now that I'm right here, I'm going to want to pull this to where the fusing's not quite on the exact top, but the color I want in the middle is the color that I'm going to make at the edge of this loop. Then I'm going to take that loop and put it on top of the buckle and pull it back, and then I'm going to pull this tight, and we went up through the bottom for the first one, and there you go. And now we want to get back to the other side. As you can see, they're not exactly even, but that's fine. They're not exactly the same length. So now what you want to do is you want to take the top of your you want to take your cord and go into the top of the other buckle. The first one we went through the bottom, and the second one we're going through the top, because it looks better that way, and I've found that out from a lot of experience. Yeah. Okay, so one thing I didn't mention on what we need is not something that we don't need, but it's very helpful, and those are some needle nose pliers or a paracord fid. Needle nose pliers are more commonly found than a paracord fid, so I like to use those. I don't have them over here right now, but those are used for the end of for the last part of the bracelet. So now what we want to do is we want to get it to the desired length. So how you can do that is you can take a ruler or something and measure it to there. But this one is just going to be for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and wrap it around it, and I'm going to wrap it around my wrist. Yeah. Okay, and now that I have it wrapped around, I know about what size I need. I can clip the buckle together. So now I'm going to take it, and I'm going to want to make sure that the buckle is facing forward. And you want to take your center cord, you want to put it, so I'm using the purple right now, so I'm going to take that over the two inner strands, and then I'm going to take that under the gray. I'm going to put the gray over top of it like so. And I'm going to take the gray back behind the two inner strands, and then up through this little loop that we made with the purple. And I'm going to cinch that tight, and there you go. Now I'm going to do that a few more times and then pause the video and finish and cut to the end. So again, that's over the top. Take the other cord over and back behind the two inner strands. Then you want to pull that through the loop, and then you pull it tight. Now I want to do that one more time. So on top of the inner strands, on top of the purple, back behind the inner strands, and through the loop. Now you should be getting the hang of this. If you're not, rewind and keep watching it. So I'm going to pause this and then cut to the end. Okay, so now my knots are finished off, and it should look like this. And as you can see, I've still got some left on the end, so I'm going to flip it around to the back side. And what I want to do, this is where the pliers come in handy, is I want to, well, there's a few ways you can finish this off. Most people just, snip off these ends right here and then burn it, but I don't like that. So what I do is you're going to want to take these around and tuck them into the knots back behind it, and you want to tuck that as far as it can go, and tuck in the other side. So I'm going to do that. Now you have that tucked in, you just want to really pull these, and then you want to cut these right here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. You don't want to cut it too close, and you don't want to cut it too far, So now that I've cut those, I just want to take my lighter and fuse the ends of them. And let your finger and push it back down, and then there you have it. It is a cobra paracord bracelet. So yeah, it's pretty cool. You can go show it off to your friends. So this is Nate's paracord, and yeah, I'm signing out.